The problem I'm fixing today is water constantly running into the toilet from the cistern. It's not shutting off when it should reach the level. I'll just show you the cistern. All we have to do is lift off the lid of the cistern. I'll show you that in a sec. Okay, I've lifted off the lid for the cistern. As you can see, water is constantly running. This has reached this level, and once the water reaches level, it should shut off, and it's not shutting off. So this valve needs replacing, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to replace this valve with a Fluidmaster 400. This is the bottom feed valve. What we need to do first of all is to turn off the water that's feeding the actual cistern. This has a shut-off valve, so first of all we can just use a shut-off valve just to turn off the water. So that has now turned off, stopped the water from flowing into the cistern. Then what we have to do then is that we have to then disconnect this nut from it, and while we're doing that we need to hold the valve so it doesn't turn. So we need to just take that off. So and once we've taken that off, then all we need to do is undo this plastic nut under there, and the actual valve should lift straight out into the cistern. So that's what I'll be doing. Forgot to add that before doing any of that we need to actually empty out the cistern. So let's flush the system first. So flush the cistern, and then I'm just going to get a rag and just make sure that I take out all of the water out of it. See a little water that's down the bottom of the cistern there? I'm just going to get a rag and get rid of all of the actual excess water that's down there before I actually undo the nuts that I showed you before. And then what I'm going to do is just, once I undo the nut, we just pull this out. I've undone the actual nut, but there's some water in the pipe, so let's make sure that you've got a rag or towel underneath just to drain the excess water into it. Okay. And once it's done, all I need to do is just undo this nut now, and then we can then take it out. I won't actually show you me undoing this because my hands will be getting in the way of the camera. Okay, I've taken off the nut now. Some of you might have noticed this was actually attached this was attached to the pipe here. This is actually a reducer. It reduces the amount of water that actually flows into the cistern. So let's just pull this out. You can see. So once it's done, we can just pull this out. There you go. So let's dry that area and get it ready to put the next one in. As you can see, the two together, this is the old one which I've taken off, and this is a new one that I'm going to put on. Also, this is the Fluidmaster 400 and its bottom inlet valve. So that's what I'm going to be putting in. So it's just a case of doing exactly the reverse of what we've done to take this one out. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, I've put the actual valve in through the cistern, and just need to hand tighten it first. That's it, that's hand tightened, and all it needs is just a small turn, just a little quarter turn with a little spanner so I don't over tighten it. I think that's it. And then we just need to attach this hose. My hands will be in the way, so it won't be recording me attaching the actual hose to it. That's it, that's all done. Off camera, I had to tighten this nut a bit more. So just to make sure that it's completely sealed, but didn't over tighten it. Also, you might notice I haven't put back the reducer back on, because if I need to reduce the flow, I can actually use the actual valve. The shut-off valve. I can actually turn it just slightly, just to reduce the flow of water coming in. So I don't need that reducer valve anymore. And that's it there. All done. So let's release the valve. It's all good there. What I've done is open up the valve slightly so it's not getting a massive flow of water in, because it's the mains pressured. What we'll do is increase the pressure just so that it fills up much quicker, and then turn it down after. Okay, it's now reached the level that it's set at, so it's below the previous one that we had, but that's enough. And as you can see, it's not running water anymore. It's actually shut off once it's reached the level. So no water at all, because it's not reaching the top, this top here. So the water is not flowing over there to go back into the cistern, and that's it. So hopefully, if you've got something like that to do, you find it easy to do it. I hope this helps.